There is electromagnetic energy in that pyramid between...
You don't have time to step back. You got to go forward. You got to push harder. Excuses, get out of my way. That's what this is about. So you got to recognize when it gets tough, you better get tough. Easy does not count. Easy does not work. You can't cheat your way up. You got to push your way up. Not everyone is ready to be at the top. Not everyone is suitable to be at the top. If you're having a mental breakdown, then the body will believe everything that the mind is telling it to do. You got to understand, the mind is a terrible thing to waste. And if the mind ain't right, then the body won't be right. You have to understand that you have to have a connection. The connection of righteousness. The connection of fighting. The connection of faithfulness. And you, and your ability, and your strength, and your honor, and your integrity. Everything that you do in this moment counts. In this place, you can't wait for someone else to push you through it. You got to push yourself. You are born, and you are born to live and fight. So on this day, and for the rest of your life, if you're working, work a little bit harder. You can't do easy. There is no easy in success. There is no easy in pushing that weight. There is no easy in running that extra mile. If it's easy, why are you doing it? If it's easy, how are you growing? If it's easy, how are you going to be your best? Suffer now and get the rewards later. Don't ask for it. Take it. Enjoy. It's work for you. Now you got to also understand it's easy. It's not in the park. There's always more to give. You got to be willing to sacrifice. You got to be willing to hurt. You got to be willing to yell out. Whatever it takes, keep pushing forward. Don't you give up on your life. Don't you give up on those reps. Don't you give up on giving it what it takes to get the most of yourself. Some of you right now may be wondering, why is this guy yelling? I'm not yelling. I'm making noise. I'm making noise to scare away your excuses. I'm maybe that weakness doesn't understand the power that you possess. I know for myself, if I got to shout it out, I'm going to shout it out. I'm not going to let things hold me down. I'm not going to let people tell me I don't count. I'm not going to let this tell me I have no business. Yes, the voice, the power, the passion, the love, everything that I have inside, I give it to you. I give it to the listener. I give it to the weightlifter. I give it to the marathon runner. I give it to the swimmer. I give it to the Zumba dancer. It doesn't matter who you are, where you come from. When the time comes, you must recognize that you got to be better. You got to be tougher. You got to be stronger. Because nothing that did not create you cannot break you. Be the best of yourself. Be the strongest of the strongest. Don't let anything or anyone hold you back. Because you have it. It's all in you. Possess it. Love it. Live it. Give it all you got. And from the bottom of our hearts, be productive. Stay strong in it. No excuses. And conduct your business.
Yep.
Listen up.
Thank you for that follow. Welcome.
Yes, I'm talking to you. If you can hear my voice, you've got work to do.
Understand. If you want to be the best in whatever you do, you got to start acting different than everybody else.
You don't have to compare yourself to anyone because you have the ability to create the life you want.
You've been put in a position where you ultimately doubted yourself. You started to believe you don't belong here. You're not that good. You don't fit the criteria of what the rest of the world is looking for.
I didn't want to be like everybody else. I wanted to be the fucking best at everything I did.
Do you realize how difficult it is to be different?
Yes.
Winning requires discipline. Commit to making things happen.
You've got a destiny to fulfill. You've got a purpose to walk into. You've got dots to connect.
I want to be remembered forever. And in order for that to happen, I realized I needed to fucking act like it.
So don't just talk about what you want to happen. Be an action taker. And recognize you don't have to be jealous of anyone.
We all want to do something. We all want to be somebody. We all want to go somewhere.
You can't be doing the same shit that everybody else is doing if you want to be the best.
You achieve your goals only when you are disciplined enough to keep showing up when you don't feel like it.
The best of everything comes with a fucking price.
Success stories have a humble beginning.
In this very moment, all you have is all you need.
What would you like to do? What do you believe you've been destined to do?
Sometimes you have to fall back into the dark room and focus on you.
You have a date with destiny. You have unfinished business. It's time for you to go back to the drawing board with a new perspective.
If you can see it, you can have it.
It doesn't matter what comes, what goes better in life. With mental stretch and full of life, nothing gets to you. Staying fresh, staying cool. With mental fresh and full of life. Fresh goes better, mental freshness. Fresh goes better, mental fresh and full of life. Mentos, the fresh maker.
I am clutch. I am the difference maker. I am the game changer. I must work out X amount of times a week. I must forgive. I must protect. I must live in this type of house. I must drive this type of car. Perspective is what changes the game. Stop complaining about the divorce. Stop complaining about the job loss. Are you going to complain in the face of conflict, or are you going to seize the opportunity? What if losing your job was the opportunity? Is an opportunity. What if the bankruptcy is an opportunity? What if the one you love was an opportunity for you to reconnect with somebody and forgive them?
Sometimes it's a snap. You gotta get tired of being broke.
I'm talking to that person who grew up without a father. I'm talking to that person that is acquainted with pain. I'm talking to that person that knows what it's like to come from nothing. And so you literally have nothing to lose. And the only thing that's in your head is a dream. The only thing that's in your head is I have what it takes to get to the top of that hill.
You must understand that there is more than one path to the top of the mountain.
Goliath! There will be many giants in your life. There will be depression. There will be anxiety. There will be oppression. There will be stress.
I'm gonna rinse this out, chat. I'll be right back.
Will you
Welcome, brothers.
under the pressure, or will you rise to the occasion? You are not dead yet. You may be tired, but you are not dead. You may be broken, but you are not dead. You may be weary, but you are not dead. You have an opportunity to rise above what happened to you. You gotta make it up in your mind that all you have is all you need.
What are you waiting for? I want to remind you that you started this journey for a reason. No one's coming to fucking save you. This is you versus you. Get out of bed. We got goals to achieve. And nobody's coming to hold your hand. Truth is, your excuses are bullshit. You just gotta step in your fucking power. Nobody can make that change for you. It's gotta come from you. But it's time to grind. So keep pushing forward. You owe it to yourself to keep going. I'm gonna utilize every minute of every goddamn day to the fullest so I can achieve my goals and live up to my true potential. The only person who's here to help you is the person you see in that mirror. This is the hardest grind you're ever gonna have to do in your life. And it's a continuous thing. You are powerful. You are relentless. You are enough. You just gotta step in your fucking power. Time. That shit scares the fuck out of me. And it's because it's always fading. Do I have enough? Am I wasting it? Should I be working harder? Have I been utilizing it properly? All of these questions are running through my mind on a continual basis because I feel like I'm running out of time. It's the only thing I can't get back. You see, money will come and go. I can get money back. I'm not worried about that. When it comes down to emotions, I'm gonna deal with pain, I'm gonna deal with happiness, I'm gonna deal with anger, being anxious, depression, and more. But I'm always worried about time. It's because I know it is ever fading. It's one of the reasons why I embraced my motto, live full, die empty. I made an active choice to start spending and living every single day to the fucking fullest. So when I die, I can die with no regrets. You see, I want to leave a legacy when I die. I want to be remembered forever. And playing it safe, acting like everybody else, ain't gonna fucking get me there. I'm not gonna be one of the people laying on my fucking deathbed, looking back in my life, wishing I did more. I'm not going to be somebody who looks back in my life and regrets that I never took action. So I'm gonna utilize every minute of every goddamn day to the fullest so I can achieve my goals and live up to my true potential. Yes, it terrifies me that I could just be gone from this world tomorrow like that. Embrace the time you have on this planet, because it could be gone tomorrow. What are you waiting for? You keep looking around, breathing heavy, listening to that alarm, beep, beep. Newsflash, homie. No one's coming to fucking save you. This is you versus you. I know that voice in the back of your head is telling you that another 5 minutes of sleep is okay. What's resting another day gonna do? Time to grind. Get out of bed. We got goals to achieve. And nobody's coming to hold your hand. The only person who's here to help you is the person you see in that mirror. Fuck. You gotta block out that voice that tells you you can't do it. This is the hardest grind you're ever gonna have to do in your life. Step into your power and slay the day. Here's the truth. I don't know the secret to staying motivated so you can achieve your dreams. I don't. I'm sorry if you thought that I did, but I don't. I'm just like you. I'll wake up in the morning, and the last thing I want to do is get out of bed and start working. The last thing I want to do is put on my shoes and go to the gym.
It makes it
The
easier
last
when
thing
you
I want
wake up
to
and
do is
one. I'll
start
tell you
pushing
that.
towards the goals that I
I'll
set
tell you that from
earlier that year.
experience. Especially in the winters. You can just train.
So I
And
get it.
trainings will always
I
be
know where
there.
you're coming from.
The weights will never leave.
That voice is hard to cut off, and I deal with it as well. But there's just something in me that keeps me going. You see, there will be days where I feel emotionally beaten, anxious and in my own head. There's days where I feel so filled with emotion that all I want to do is quit, telling myself every excuse in the book that it is okay to quit.
For the ones who get it done, the most important part is the one you need now, and the best partner is the one who can deliver. That's why millions of maintenance and repair pros trust Grainger, because we have professional grade supplies for every industry, even hard to find products. And we have same day pickup and next day delivery on most orders. But most importantly, we have an unwavering commitment to help keep you up and running. Call quickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
But I just can't find that in myself to do it. And it's because my heart and my soul just scream at me to stop making excuses. At the end of the day, I gotta hold myself to that standard. So I don't complain to nobody. And I realize that I have the power. The gym isn't a fucking option. It's just part of my day. Getting up and getting work done, going to work, is not a fucking option. It's just ingrained in my life. But you're gonna have to flip that switch yourself. You gotta look internally. Nobody can make that change for you. It's gotta come from you. Giving up isn't going to do anything for you. You owe it to yourself to keep going. So keep pushing forward. Don't give up. There's a reason why you started this journey in the first place. I want you to think about that right now. Why did you begin? Why did you take that first step in the first place? You got that thought?
Yep.
Are you thinking about that goal? Now realize that if you give up, you are spitting on that goal. You are actively choosing to give up on the things that you would like to achieve. I understand it's hard, but life is meant to test you. It's supposed to push you to your breaking point. Because diamonds are only formed through immense pressure.
You feel like your life is going to last a long time. And if I was to talk to my 26-year-old self, I would tell that kid that you don't have time. And you don't know when it's going to end. And so get out there and do the things you want to do. Get out there and get after them now. Don't wait another second. Take advantage of it. Get out there and live and strive to be better. Because the life you've got, which I just said was a gift, it is a gift. So live it. Yeah, I always wanted to be a commando ever since I was a little kid, and I heard that the SEALs were really tough and that the training was really tough. And then, once you get in, everyone makes a big deal out of buds. But it's in the SEAL teams, it's no big deal. I mean, go through it. You get cold, you get wet, whatever. You do like a push push-ups and pull-ups and dips. Anyone that gets to the SEAL teams and does deployments overseas and has a real career, if they're not talking about buds training, it just doesn't mean it. I had a guy that was, NCAA water polo team captain champion. He quit. And I had a guy that was an Olympic ultimate gymnast, and he quit. Just because someone's a good physical athlete, it doesn't mean that they're a good SEAL. Because being a good SEAL is a lot more than just being a good athlete. Being a good athlete is like the baseline. And it's everything that you learn to do after that. A good leader, a guy that's tactically sound, a guy that makes good decisions, a guy that's good under pressure, a guy that doesn't ever give up on trying to accomplish a mission. Those are the things that make you a SEAL. So you're always learning and growing, and I was always learning until the day I retired. Because it's not a boom, this happened and everything changes. It's a constant addition of skill set and repetition of situations where you become confident at your job.
People tell me all the time, it's hard to get wealthy. It's hard to grind. It's hard to be focused. How do you even do these speeches? It's hard to stay motivated. It's hard to stay broke. It's hard to stay depressed. It's hard to stay governed by anxiety. It's hard to be inconsistent. It's hard not to have daily disciplines. It's hard not to believe in yourself. It's hard to be broke. It's hard to be poor. It's hard. It's all hard. So choose your heart. You either gonna work for it, you're gonna sit there and let life knock you down and dare you to get back up. It's hard to practice perseverance. It's hard to practice compassion and forgiveness. It's hard to set personal goals. It's hard to take care of yourself. It's hard to be broke. It's hard to live in bitterness and unforgiveness. It's difficult to be jealous of somebody. It's hard to let yourself go. It can be difficult to lay your life down and humble yourself and rid yourself of the disease of ego, pride, comparison, and competition. It's difficult. It's hard to be creative. It's hard to be an introvert. It's hard to be an extrovert. Singleness can be difficult. Marriage can be difficult. Raising your children on your own can be difficult. It's hard to wake up early. It's hard to wake up late. But there's a reward on the other side of waking up early. If you wake up late, you've lost too much daylight. What somebody else did before you woke up, now you only have a fraction of the day to get it done. There's a reward on the other side of one pain, and there is regret on the other side of the other pain. And if you're going to win the reward, you're going to have to persevere. You're going to need endurance. You're going to need to be consistent. And on the other end of the pendulum, there is the pain of regret, where you did nothing because you were afraid you would make a mistake. The pain of regret will hurt you. So choose your heart. Make a decision. I want the pain of finishing something. I want the pain of persevering. Give me the pain of forgiving my haters. Give me the pain of forgiving people that tried to kill me. Give me the pain of letting it go. Give me the pain of growth. Give me the pain of acquiring new skill sets and talents. Give me the pain of managing my time well. Give me the pain of waking up early. Give me the pain of praying when I didn't feel like it. Forgiving when I didn't feel like it. Letting go. Give me the pain. I'll take that pain because on the other side of that pain, there is a reward. Every single day of my life, I'll take reward over regrets. Will you keep sleeping on your potential? Or will you wake up and make it happen? Choose your pain today. The anguish, the irritation, the frustration that you feel today will be your strength to leap walls tomorrow, to leap hurdles tomorrow, to champion the day tomorrow. So you gotta turn your pain into progress. You gotta learn how to turn your pain into power.
Jealousy is one of the most powerful directional signals on the planet. Because you're only jealous of people that are doing things or have things that you actually want. It's impossible to be fake jealous. Whatever you're jealous of is hitting something deeply personal. Fucking pay attention to it. Instead of stewing in it, go, oh, flip it. How can I take those things that I'm really now really inspired by and take action and go get them in my life? Because the thing about jealousy is, it's just your inspiration that's blocked. Most folks know what they dream about and what they want. And yet, they're spending all of their time and energy arguing against what they want. And so you can have all these epiphanies. I hope that when somebody listens to our conversation and watches this, that they have a massive aha moment. But it's not gonna mean eesh if you don't take action and do something about it. The aha moment is the door that opens. But your new life does not begin unless you can step through the door. I keep going. I am saying I believe in myself. Tearing yourself down over the shit that you've done, it's not empowering you to change the patterns that are keeping you stuck. People will cheer for you and me, they won't cheer for themselves. I'm the same way. The point of the story is, it's so easy to see what somebody else should do. It's so easy to cheer for somebody else. We all do that, right? We cheer for our favorite sports teams. We follow our favorite influencers and authors. We plan birthday parties for our friends. We take on extra work from our colleagues. We support everyone around us. We do not know how to do it for ourselves.
Getting better at
The
it.
motivating force in the world, on the planet, based on research, hands down, is empowerment, encouragement, support, and celebration. And for our entire lives, we have outsourced that to somebody else. And that moment in the mirror every morning could be a profound moment where you lift yourself up and you check back in with your intention.
Hey. JC John, welcome, bro. Let's throw on work harder. Okay.
Most people live in this nice, comfortable place that
And
makes them
smarter.
feel really good. And they always ask, how do I become hard? You sure don't become hard by living that way. You have to take yourself out of your comfort zone and bury yourself in something that makes you feel so horrible that you have to see how your mind's thinking in that horrible situation and overcome it while you're in
If you want to live in paradise, you gotta fight like fucking hell to get to paradise. There is no easy road.
When I was losing weight, I had to miserably wake up every morning in the cold. This is your new life. It sucks. It just sucks. And it's gonna continue to suck. Because to get to where you wanna go, there's gonna be more times you do something that you don't wanna do than you are gonna wanna do it. And that's your new norm. My new norm is you get up every morning at 4 o'clock and you suffer. That became my new fucking life. Most people wanna get out of it. I said, no, this is your new life. This is who you are. You have to say, Peter, I run this motherfucker. When you feel that, step it up. Push harder. Make yourself get out of the comfort zone and get into the combat.
Oh, yes.
Where you have to fight. Where you have to dig deep. Where strength and power and fortitude are found.
I don't want to live this lifestyle, but to get to the other side of this, I have to. That's how you start to callous your mind. So that became my life. It's gonna suck. It's not gonna be fun. Do something that sucks every single day of your life. That's how you grow. Embrace the suck.
When life is over for you, I need you to die. I don't want you to have one idea left in you. I don't want one dream left in you. When you die, I want you to go for it. Every book you were supposed to write, every degree you were supposed to get, everything you were supposed to accomplish. When you die, don't go to the grave with nothing. I want you to give everything you got, full potential. I want you to get everything out your system. Because most people that are alive are living on neutral. So I want you to get out of neutral and put it in drive.
You get the fuck out of bed when it's cold, when it's early, and go for a run. Commit to one day and see how you feel. As you're jogging back in around 5 or something, and your neighbor's just getting up, grabbing the coffee, looking outside, wondering, what the day's gonna hold for them. But your day's already provided something for you. Then you go back your day at work and your coworkers like, what happened to the old Dre, man? This is a new, who's this? That's right, the new motherfucker's here to stay. And getting the fucking on my plan, or get the fuck out of my way. When everybody else says, no, this is not comfortable, we shouldn't do this, you say, yes, motherfucker, I'm gonna introduce myself to it.
I will my way through every situation, every trial, every tribulation. I will my way through it. I don't care if you fail the boards, go and get it. I don't care if you fail the law exam, go and get it. Will your way through it. Some things you can skill yourself through, some stuff you gotta will your way through. You're still living on talent. Average people live on talent. Phenomenal people live off efforts. If you will be a champion, if you will be a beast, you will have to go through something. Ain't nobody gonna hand you nothing. Ain't nobody gonna hand you no championship. Ain't nobody gonna hand you no title. You have to develop a doggedness in order to make it. You gotta have some toughness in you. And the only way to develop toughness is you gotta practice being tough. And you cannot practice being tough by quitting every time you get tired. By stopping every time you don't feel like it. By giving up every time you get challenged. That's what's wrong with people now. People don't make it because they always give up when it get hard. It's so challenging now. They was talking about me. I feel weak. I'm tired. Life don't give a damn about you being tired.
In life, there's a lot of things we're supposed to do. We're supposed to be our fucking best. We're supposed to get up early. We're supposed to work out. We're supposed to be uncomfortable. We're supposed to do all these fucking things that people are now looking for coming back.
You got to get about the business now. You want to be successful, you got to get at it. You gotta stop all this soft shoe and all that mess, man. You got to get at it. You got to tag my fire.
I don't see failure. I see grit. Determination, drive, sacrifice. Failure means you're trying. Whole bunch of people out here never fail. Because they never try. Don't look at it as failure. I was my first fucking attempt.
The skill of mental toughness is a skill that you must have. And when you have a day that isn't going your way, it's a gift. And it's a gift because you get to test yourself, and when you pass the test, and you got through the day, and you push yourself through motherfucking step of that day. When you get through that day and you look in the mirror and you say, motherfucker, I passed that test. Nobody can fucking. That's a powerful thing. And you make a deposit into your psyche that reminds you of how badass you really are. Nobody's gifted with it. It's developed. They are perishable skills, meaning if you don't invest in them, they will go away. If you invest in them, they will get stronger. Just like all the muscles in your body, when you test them, they get stronger. Your life is no different. Your brain is no different. So the next time you have one of these days where just isn't going your way, remind yourself that it's an opportunity to grow. It's an opportunity to test yourself. It's an opportunity to know what the f you're actually made of. This sort of thinking is what champions do.
One thing in life that's for sure. The valiant motherfucker always wins.
Always, always embrace the suck, adapt to the suck.
Vince Lombardi said, the harder you work, the harder it is to surrender. At the end of the day, the person that will surrender is the person. So just when you feel like you did that last rep and your muscles are saying, I can't do no more reps, you say, yeah, you gotta do one more. Because right now, you might be doing 5 more. While you quitting and giving up, while you saying, all right, I did enough, it's time to rest, he might just be getting his own. In order for you to go from one level to the next level, in order for any woman to transition, for any man to transition, the thing that they want must be greater than the thing they currently have. Humans do not transition to another level when they're comfortable with the level that they're on. Because you're thinking right now, like, I want a better home, I want a better car, I want a better family. No, that's what you say with your mouth. That's what you say to make yourself feel good about yourself. Because you don't get out of life what you want. You get out of life who you are.
Everybody likes the idea of success. Everybody wants to have millions of dollars in their bank account. But going out and doing those things, going out and building a plan backwards from that point that you want to be and going through the day-to-day actions of building that, you don't love that idea. You like the idea of success as long as it's fucking easy, as long as it doesn't take dedication, as long as it doesn't take you having to do things that you don't feel like doing. When you don't feel like doing that, you need to decide if you're in love with the idea of success or if you're in love with success.
You only transition from one level to the next when you're tired of the level you're on.
You can stop at that level, or you can go, I want more levels. I want more fucking levels.
When you start losing, it becomes a habit. That's what's dangerous, and it doesn't just affect you. Now your children and your children's children are going to be broke. Winners win, and losers lose. And if you create a culture of losing, if you keep being a victim, if you keep letting people do you and treat you any kind of way, it's going to become a culture. Life happens to everybody, but winners approach it like victors, and losers like victims. Winners win, not because their circumstances change, not because they win the lottery, not because they get this network. Winners win because they change their mentality from being a loser, a victim, to being a victor, and saying, I have what it takes. I've got the right mindset. I'm alive. I can count on me. So if you're tired of losing it and you're ready to win, you owe you to be a winner. If you're going to be the best, the cream of the crop, if you're going to be Apex, you got to be it, not talk about it. You got to be it. It has to consume you. It has to take over you. You put in work, and just because you can't see the result, you want to quit or give up. I ain't never quit. I ain't never give up. I ain't never give in. I just kept grinding. You put in the work, and the only reason you pissed, the only reason you quitting is not because you want to quit, because you keep looking up and you said we 3 years. Who cares what you are? If you keep going, you're going to break through. The only people that don't break through are the people who scoreboard watching. You stopping working to look at yourself. You're not grinding. You glaring. You should be grinding and you looking at the score. The score is what it is. The score ain't about to change because you looked at it. Keep playing the game. Keep grinding. Keep working. And that other stuff will take care of itself. And the process is not supposed to be comfortable. So if it hurts, if you feel like you're under heat, if you feel like you're being pressured, welcome to the big leagues.
You gotta do a lot of shit that nobody ever sees or thanks you for or rewards you for a long fucking time. It's delayed gratification. If you do the work consistently, 1 + 1 is always gonna equal 2. 2 + 2 is gonna equal 4. In 10 years of motherfucking The work is going to pay off. The equation is always the same. Every single time if you do it right, you're going to get the same answer. And most of y'all crying. I'm ready to quit because I put in some time. You might have put in some time, but you didn't put in the time. The time that's required to make your dream become a reality. You can't shortcut success. Ain't no days off. You think because you sick, you can quit. You think because you hurt and you in pain, you can just give up. You think just because you put in some time, that ain't the time. You put in the time coach told you to put in. You put in the time the teacher told you to put in. But you didn't put in the time that life told you to put in. You didn't put in the time that the grind told you to put in. So what? You've been working out for 6 months. So what? You just start studying. So what? You serious. You just got serious 6 months ago. So what? You can't cheat the grind. You either put in the time or you surrender. If it was easy, everybody would do it. But it ain't easy. But I know you have what it takes to make it happen.
While other people are chilling, while other people are taking days off, while other people are relaxing, while other people are taking a break, telling themselves, all right, I've done enough now, I can rest. I am still grinding. I am still working as hard as possible to become the very best version of me.
And that doesn't happen when it's showtime and all eyes are on you. No. Greatness is created in the dark, when no one's around. In those early mornings, in those late nights, where you're grinding away in silence. A real man in the dark, when nobody's watching, he putting in work. A real man, when coach ain't even watching, he's studying the film on his own.
Oh, shit. Come on.
The reason why you're not having success and you're not able to raise the bar and keep raising it, you're not taking ownership of it. You're not devoted to it. You've not given a certain amount of time or your energy to a specific thing. And it don't work if you have doing it. And a part of success is just totally devoting yourself to it. You gotta own it. You gotta adore it. I want you to love school this time. Don't worry about your grades. I want you to love to read. That's all I'm asking you to do. Just can you love reading? And I want you to love the process. When a lion is born, it's not a lion. When a lion is born, it's a cub. Do you know what makes it look the way it looks? How does a lion look like that when a giraffe don't look like that? He's chasing the food. So it is the process of hunting. It's not the actual meat that makes him look like that. It is the actual hunt. It's the actual chasing. So whether he catch it or not, every time he goes on the hunt, he's developing. Because real lions like to hunt. They love the process just as much as they love pride. And some of y'all just want to score. You don't like the process. You're not in love with the process. Some of y'all so caught up on the game that you don't get it. It is in practicing. It is in lifting weights. It is in resting. It is in eating right. It is in making good decisions that you look a certain way. It is how you practice.
Fuck
it is
yes.
how you do that makes you look like you look. It is the process of the grind that shapes you and forms you. It's not the game. And that's why most of y'all get beat in the game or make mistakes in the game because you think grinding is what happens when the sun comes out. You think grinding is what happens when the lights come on. You think grinding is what happens when
Swole
people
fear.
get stayed. That's not grind.
Let's go into the next door neighbor here.
When nobody sees you.
Hip abduction.
When you study around coach, when you put in those extra reps, when you watching those videos and you getting inspired, when you change your music, it has everything to do with what time you wake up. It has everything to do with how you eat. It has everything to do with how you work out, how you prepare. It has every single thing to do with how you think. I want you to fall in love with the process because once you can fall in love with the process, there's nothing you can't do because everything you have to do, there's a process to it. It's the process that makes you sweet. When I'm gonna get paid for speaking, when you put in the time. When I'm finally gonna pass this test, when you put in the time. When my marriage gonna get better, when you put in the time. Don't rush the process, trust the process. Don't rush the process, trust the process. You say you wanna be great, you say you wanna get to the next level, you say you wanna be dominant, and all you do is talk. You talk too much, shut up, don't tell me, write it down, look at it, get yourself in the lab, go to work and show me what you got, show me every single opportunity you get, every chance you get, I need you to grind. work every single day. Work on it every day. Even when you're down and out, even when you're not feeling it, still do it. Just be consistent.
The greatest version of you is the disciplined version of you. It's the version that has parameters. No, I don't do that. I don't drink that. I don't go there with these people.
Okay.
I'm focused. I have a prize that's in front of me. I know what I'm supposed to do, and that ain't it. I have to stay right here.
Normal people are going to call you weird. Let them be the ones who go out and party, get drunk, get high. You keep grinding. You work for a better future.
Outwork and outperform every last one of them. While you're over there watching me and talking about me, I'm working. I'm working hard. I'm taking things to the next level. You keep gossiping, I'll keep working. You keep talking smack, I'll keep working. You keep chattering about
Welcome in. Thanks for the follow.
Working. You put in the work and no one else is willing to do because most people in the world are lazy. It is hard, and that is why you will achieve things that other people will never achieve.
Championships are won in the theater of the arena. They're won in the thousands of hours in the training room.
Fuck
The
yeah.
5 a.m. runs and there's raining and everyone else is sleeping. That's when it's won.
We're talking about in the dark, so that when it's showtime, when the lights come on, you are prepared and you're ready for that opportunity.
Let them laugh at you now. Let them hush now. Let them say whatever the fuck they want to say. You're overworking, you're working too hard, you're doing too much. They will see it as ridiculous and you will see it as necessary. Because at the end of the year, at the end of the next decade, however long it takes for you to get where you want to go, you will be the last one laughing.
With success, many will love it. The majority will despise you. And why is that? Because your success is shining down their missed opportunities. When they give all those thousands of hours the lag with no watching, so when the opportunity did come to show off what they've mastered and trained, they weren't ready for it. They were in a self-control state, and they watched it go by, hoping it comes again. I don't know if it comes again.
What do you do about the negative person talking behind your back and trying to bring you down? Ignore and outperform.
Use it for fuel. Use it for energy. You got to block out the haters, man. You got to block out the naysayers. Instead of killing them with kindness, torch you with fucking success. Use everything this world has to give you for fuel. So I want some action. That means when you wake up in the morning, there's 24 hours in a day. After you finish sleeping, I'm telling you to spend the rest of that time in action. And you're going to separate yourself from everybody. Why? Because most people, all they doing is talk.
You don't get to be number one by doing just enough. You gotta have a dedication that no one else is willing to have. And you gotta want it more than anyone else does.
If a person leaves that session late, if a person makes 100 calls a day, you make 200 calls a day. If somebody practices 3 hours, you practice 5 hours. If somebody practices 6 hours, you practice 8 hours. If someone reads 2 books, you read 4 books. Just do a little bit more.
You are going against the cultural norm of average, the cultural norm of sitting on your ass, the cultural norm of all of this average shit. When you go against that, you are going to naturally have resistance.
We have 80% more that we're not tapping into because in this other 80% is suffering, pain, failure, darkness, and then a whole bunch of light. But to get to this light, you gotta go through all of this shit.
If you really want your dream to become a reality, you need to give it up and go all in. And you are not here because you are still not all in. When you give effort, don't give no 70% of it. You give 120%. Extreme effort. Why? Because I'm counting on me. My wife's counting on me. I don't have days to wait. You're not giving 120. You're giving 60. You're giving 50. And you want what these people who's giving sweat, who's giving blood, who's giving tears, you want what they paid for, and it ain't free. When I put forth 120% effort, can't nobody stop me. You can't be good and be a legend. You can't be great and be a legend. You gotta be phenomenal. I want you to push for legend. Your problem is, if the conditions are great, you great. When everything is favorable, you're a beast. But when the conditions ain't right, you get smacked in the face. You gotta grow up. We just talking about the greats. We find a way to make it happen.
The hard life is the one that pays. You just gotta quit being so weak.
You gotta be a morning person, afternoon person, night person. You gotta be when you feel good person, when you're sick person, When you're tired person, can you give me 120 despite everything that's going on? Greatness is in you. But the problem is, somebody's got to push you. Somebody's got to give you a reward. Somebody's got to prod you. You're not self-motivated. You have to stay in beast mode. You don't get here by quitting when you're tired. You get here by quitting when you're finished, when you're done. You don't stop when you're tired. You stop when you're done. You stop when you complete it, when you execute it. Knowing is not enough. We must apply. Willing is not enough. We must do. Every single day, if you do what you say you're going to do, you're going to get what you dream to get. You got to execute. You got to execute. Execution is worship. If you want 120% results, then in every single area you're looking for this dream or this goal to become a reality, you got to put forth the effort. But I didn't get here being lazy. I didn't get here binge watching TV. I didn't get here taking days off. I didn't get here off being smart. I didn't get here being talented. I got here off that dog. I never quit. I never stopped. I never gave up. We just kept doing what we're doing. You got skill and you got will. Two total different things. You were born with certain things, but to get to the next level, to stay at the next level, you gotta have will. You have to compete. Every single game, you can give the same effort every game. This has everything to do with pride. You gotta take pride in that. Your level of urgency and effort will dictate the level of changes you'll see. Each level of hustle, of will, of action, of work is going to get you to a certain level, and then you're going to require more. It's going to take you evolving. You're going to have to expand. You're going to have to think differently. You're going to have to do different things. You're going to have to put in more work. You're going to have to read more. You're going to have to educate yourself more. You're going to have to do things that are going to help you create a new you. See, it's easy to be on the bottom. It doesn't take any effort to be a loser. It doesn't take any motivation, any drive in order to stay down there at a low level. But it calls on everything in you, ladies and gentlemen. You have to harness your will to say, I'm going to challenge myself. And I just want you to go a little harder, put forth a little bit more energy, give me a little bit more effort. You keep going. You keep studying. You keep writing. You keep singing. You keep rapping. You keep boxing. You keep dribbling. You just keep on keeping on. It's your life. You are the captain of your ship. You are the master of your life. You can have it. You can do it. You can be it. Make a list. Execute the f***ing list. Do that every single day for the next 10 years, and you will be where you want to be. I f***ing guarantee it. Some of y'all soft. There's no better word for it. You're soft. You want to be a champion, but you don't want to work like a champion. I dare you to give 120% and stop choking. The good part of you know you can go to school and get a 4.0. The lazy part saying we ain't getting up to that. Stop calling other people haters and look at yourself in the mirror and say, I'm hating on me. You're going to have to commit at another level to discipline, because fruit only comes through consistency. Without discipline, you're available for attack all the time. Without discipline, you're indoctrinated with insecurity. Without discipline, you're overwhelmed by anxiety. Without discipline, you're not prepared for the future. There's got to be some type of discipline attached to whatever you want deliverance in. And to get to the next level of success, you can't just have energy when you got energy. You're going to have to learn to be disciplined. Your mind will always choose the path of least resistance. We have to train our minds to choose the path of most resistance. You will get tougher every time you push through. You build strength, not just physical strength, mental strength, tenacity, will. You're just born with will. You create it, you develop it through effort. And every time you put forth effort, your will, your discipline becomes stronger. And every time you quit, your will and your discipline gets weaker. Do not allow that. You cannot allow that. Every rep counts, not just in the weight room, but in life. And so I'm looking at the clock. Technically, you can go back to sleep. Technically, but if you go back to sleep, you might not wake up to 3:30. You might not wake up at 4 o'clock. And if you wake up at 4 o'clock for 30 minutes of sleep, you might be pushing your goals back a week, a month, an entire year by sleeping for 2 hours because you missed an opportunity. You gotta wake up every day and you gotta go get it. Execution is not something that we do, it's something that we are. And most of us are disciplined. Because if you don't have personal discipline, you'll never get to the next level. If another human can tell you to get up and go to work and do what you're supposed to do, you be that human. Your mind is the most important thing you have. And you gotta control it. Every single day. It doesn't matter how I'm doing. It doesn't matter how I slept last night. It doesn't matter how I feel. I don't care how it feels. I don't care if it's easy or hard. Don't care. Go through the motions. Get it done. Don't voluntarily do anything tomorrow that you should be getting done today. Get it done today. You gotta get control of your brain. Control the things you think about. You can actually control how you feel. You can control what you think. And you can definitely control what you do. You gotta be the master of your mind. It starts by waking up. No, you don't want to do it, but that gives you the strength because you did it. If you do something you don't want to do every morning, you already give yourself the proper dialogue to attack your insecurities, to attack what the world's going to give you. You have to attack. You have to keep attacking. If you keep on attacking something, nothing wants to stand in front of anything that is relentless. The enemy has to know he is not going to give up. He must break the soul of whatever. All of us can go buy a car, but all of us can't get up in the morning and run. You gotta win in the dark before you can win in the light. I want to win the war in the morning. I clean my room, I clean my house, I go for a run, I work out. The second I leave my house, the second you look at your phone, the second you turn the TV on, you're in a battle. All this negativity is coming at you. But if you're able to fuel yourself in the morning, win the war in the morning, so you have the strength to face what you're gonna face in the world. Discipline is doing what you said you were gonna do when you don't feel like doing it when you I'm disciplined that when you don't feel like it, you will still do it. When you don't feel like it. Because out of 365 days, there are going to be days you don't feel like getting up. There are going to be days you don't want to work out. There's going to be days that you don't want to practice. There might be days you don't even feel like getting in the game. You're going to wake up most days and not be pumped up. You're going to wake up most days and not feel like doing it. But when you can get to a point that you do it anyway, there's no way you won't reach any of your goals.
We're gonna call it.
Burned out? Yeah. I get burned out, but that doesn't mean I don't still do the shit I need to do. It doesn't matter how you feel. It doesn't matter what.
Do the work, no matter how you feel. All right, chat. Might hop on another stream, gaming or something. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Pray everybody's doing well. God bless. Don't listen to the haters, my mans. They're secretly your biggest fans. Trust the process. Stay clear. Naysayers are everywhere. Persevere.